I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Married it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Married it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me shit, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Married it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Married it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me shit, stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I'm the team lead here, and this is our live AMA. We come to you every Monday and Thursday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Before I forget, actually, well, let me do my intros first. We're running a little late today, so I'm a little frazzled. First of all, I'm joined by my co-host with the most, and fellow team member, LA, how are you?
Early or late, you always rock the house, so no worries on that. But
Right on. Yeah.
I am fantastic. I was just sitting here feeling this crazy energy bubble up in me. I just have this like amazing feeling that all this great stuff is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but I just feel it all of a sudden.
I love it. No, absolutely. I think both of us are feeling that, and I know a lot of the community is as well. And some of the things we're going to go over today might have something to do with that for sure. But yes, hopefully, are you feeling better as well? I know both of us have been fighting that crypto cough. So,
Totally.
all right, awesome. All right, everybody. So yeah, before we jump right in, what I was trying to get to earlier, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I usually forget to mention that, so I want to make sure that we do it at the top here. Again, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you haven't already, that helps with the YouTube algorithm. We do use some of the ad revenue, well, all the ad revenue, to support EMP. So that's a way for you to invest in your investment here at EMP without ever having to contribute anything financially. So make sure you're watching ads. Make sure you're telling others about our YouTube channel and helping us grow. As well as clicking the bell notification. So like today, when we're running a little bit late, you don't have to worry about joining the Telegram and asking, is there going to be an AMA? As long as you are subscribed with the bell notification, then it'll alert you every time we go live. So, all right, all that out of the way, we have a bunch to go over today. We had a great in-depth discussion about what the peg bonus actually means. So we're going to do a deep dive into that. But before we get to the peg bonus, we wanted to cover a few other updates as well. So the first thing on the list is the L1X public sale and the L1 DEX updates. So again, as you all know, we are running the L1X public sale under the DEX. LA will post the links in all of our socials in the description. We're over 100,000 raised so far, so that's pretty good over the last few days. I know some people have already picked up some validators, so or nodes. So again, if you contribute at the different levels, you are entitled to access a node and run a node. So we did a deep dive on that in one of the previous AMAs, so make sure you're listening to other AMAs as well. But the pre-sale, or the public sale rather, is going really well. And the DEX, we had a major meeting today. We were on the phone for what, 2 hours? LA, it was a long one today, but we went through a
A good
lot,
one though.
yeah, a lot of nitty gritty details. And this week, I think we're gonna see a lot of movement on the deck. So I know everybody's asking when light paper. LA, I think we're almost there. I know again some more alpha. We finished it today. So yeah, go ahead, LA.
We keep thinking we finish it, and then
We keep adding.
we
I
add
know.
we add more goodness. But this time, I think we finally are actually finished.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we added a section of future sets that future um updates to the decks and what you can expect on our roadmap. And a lot of it will be in the MVP already. But just going through that LA, I know that got both of us pretty hyped, right?
Oh yeah, I got really excited by that list.
Yeah, no doubt. So there'll be a section in the white paper on everything that we're looking to add. Again, some of those things may not be ready on launch at the end of the month, but we're always going to be working to make it the most incredible DEX that DeFi has ever seen. So, all right, awesome. Anything else you want to add about L1X or L1 DEX?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, awesome. And again, if anybody has questions, please feel free to type them in the live chat, or you can join our Discord, and we have a dedicated channel over there that you can ask AMA questions. So, all right, this is one that's kind of developing. I wish I had more info on this, but I should by next week, or not next week, but next AMA later this week, and that is Yieldwolf. So, it seems like Yieldwolf. I don't think they rugged. I've had a pretty good relationship with the guys. They've always been super responsive. But if you never withdrew your funds from the Yieldwolf uh, auto vaults, then you may have to interact with the contracts directly. So I'm doing some more due diligence on this. I know their code was audited, so I really don't think there's a back door where the LP is gone. But you haven't been earning on your LP in months, so it's probably better, or if you've forgotten about it by now, you've been missing out anyway. But yeah, I'll look into it. What LA? We had reports that it was just a blank website, right?
Yes, it's just going to a white screen with some writing on it, and it's not the actual website.
Okay, so yeah, it may be a domain issue, it may be some other things, but like I said, I had a pretty responsive relationship with Yieldwolf, so I will reach out and we'll give you more updates on that. If it is a situation where you are still able to remove your LP, but you have to do it manually by interacting with the contract directly, then we'll put out a tutorial that tells you how to do that. So
It
again,
says it says 404 not found. The deployment cannot be found,
yeah. So
and then
they,
it has a code thing.
yeah, I know. Again, they pretty much closed up shop. Anyway, they made an announcement a few months ago. And really there wasn't a lot of LP left, so it may be a situation where running the server was more expensive than what they were actually making. But that's a lot different than a rug. So again, I don't think the funds have been stolen, and we haven't been supporting the auto vault in months. So I'll definitely look into it, and we'll see what actually happened and how we can give everybody info on how to get their funds out. So all right, awesome. Anything you want to add to that?
Nope, we'll just keep all of you updated.
Okay, awesome. All right, and then power ups. LA, you can take this one. I think you checked it today, and another round went out, right? Go ahead.
Yep, my rewards had been added to, so I'm assuming all of yours as well. So Jake pushed out another round of the rewards. And in case you didn't hear us in the previous update, right now, while he's looking for a new permanent bridging solution, Jake's pushing out the rewards about once a week, but when we do have a new permanent bridging solution, we'll be going back to once a day.
Perfect. Yeah. So we are working on that, and again, more alpha. This isn't even in our notes, but I think we are making a decision to launch on Pulse Chain, our secret project. So we'll have more info on that too. But yeah, between deploying that and Fusion and everything else, Jake is doing everything he can to get a bridge partner as well. So like LA said, just bear with us. Nobody's losing funds, so it just may take a week instead of a day. But all those are still accumulating. So, yeah, all right, and yeah, I spilled some beans. That was the last thing before we get into our main topic today. But Pulse Chain took another dip today, but we can't be held hostage, based on what the SEC and the markets are going to do. The code is pretty much done, and we just didn't want to start over on a new chain. So I think most likely we will just get everything out on Pulse. And again, it may be a blessing in disguise because now, everybody's getting Pulse at even cheaper levels. And it will be a way to earn with your current EMP and eShare holdings. So, all right. So the main topic today is the peg bonus. So, LA, do you want to read this and then have me follow up, or do you want me to read it out? How do you want to go about it?
Sure, I can read it.
All right, yeah, you did such a great job, kind of going over. LA and I were talking at length, what was it, on Friday, about a
Mhm.
discussion that was had in the Telegram. So we wanted to just come on and clarify some things. So yeah, I'll let you read it, LA, and then I'll elaborate.
While I read it, is there any way that you could pull up the white paper and that example that we have under liquid EMP while we're discussing this, just so there's like a visual as well?
Yes, mm, um, yeah, let me do that while you're reading. I'll work on it. Perfect.
Okay. So there's a big long discussion in the main chat on Friday, and I called AJ to talk about it just to discuss it and break it down because there was a lot of things said that I really wasn't sure were true. And I just wanted to double, triple, quadruple check that what we had written was the case, because we would absolutely never in a million years offer a bonus that wasn't really a bonus. Like, never, ever, 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 ever. So, we wanted to make it super easy to understand and clear and write it down and then read it out so that everyone kind of understands, like, based on your situation and when you got in, how the bonus applies to you. So if you purchased your EMP when we were at peg, no, the 1-to-1 peg bonus will not give you a bonus because it's treating it as if we're at peg and you bought it when we were at peg. However, we're making you whole because it's gone far below peg and we're treating it as if we're at peg, so we're making you whole. And on top of that, you've had the opportunity to earn on your EMP this entire time and put your earned eShare to work for you as well to maximize your gains. On top of that, if you sacrifice early, you'll have an opportunity to earn with the early sacrifice bonuses. So that's how it applies to you if you purchased your EMP when we were at peg. If you, for example, say you purchased $1,000 of EMP when we were at peg, and you even purchased $100 worth of EMP at this level now, with the bonuses, you'd literally be able to cut your exposure in half. So there is still quite a lot of benefit to you to purchase at this level and continue to DCA, even if you were someone who purchased when we were at peg the majority of your EMP. Not financial advice. If you purchase your EMP below peg, the 1-to-1 peg bonus will reward you as if we were at peg at the time of purchase, meaning you're spending significantly less to be rewarded with significantly more. Now, the actual math and equations and everything will be done the day that you sacrifice. So it will depend on the price of Ethereum and everything the day you sacrifice. On top of that, you're rewarded with the early sacrifice bonuses if you're sacrificing early. So the earlier you purchase your EMP, the more of an opportunity you'll have to earn on it, because you'll have a longer time period to earn while you wait for the sacrifice to begin as well. And then I don't know if I already mentioned that on top of that, you also have the opportunity for early sacrifice bonuses if you're sacrificing early. We've designed the bonuses and multipliers in a way to be fair to everyone, to reward all of you who have stuck with us every step of the way and seen the long-term vision of where we're going, but also to be fair and create a great opportunity to welcome in new users who are the next generation of emperors.
I love it. So, all right, sorry. I am a new Billy. I tried to get the white paper up. I ended up playing the intro again, so sorry if that was distracting. I think I caught it in time. But you can go to our docs section of our website and look up EMP Fusion. That's where the current white paper is, and it will explain this mechanism. But yeah, I mean, I think Ella did an amazing job explaining it. I just want to go over really what you need to take home from this. So the peg bonus, again, yes, money has to come from somewhere, and we've always preached that. However, the reason we're able to give this bonus, and again, I think people are caught up that this is a bonus that applies indefinitely, and you have to realize as we get back to peg, this bonus becomes less and less. So we're not just, 5xing everybody's holdings in EMP overnight. Like that would just be ridiculous. What we are doing is essentially a futures contract that we as a protocol are so confident that we will regain peg and maintain peg that we're willing to give people, this bonus as if we were at peg, um, because the value will be there once we finally recover. And again, this is simply applied to your microgrid, because you're going to sacrifice your assets anyway. And again, I mean, the microgrid value is basically just a percentage of how much is owned by you of the central grid overall. So, and if you were to sell it, at least in the beginning, there has to be a buyer in order to buy it from you. And when we're at peg, there will be new buyers, and that's what the last part of what LA said. It's designed to be fair to even the new users because you'll never be able to buy the percentage of ownership within the protocol uh, on an EMP and dollar value than you will be during this first round. So or this first bit of sacrifice, and that doesn't even include the early sacrifice bonus. So, but back to again just the overall thing you need to remember is yes, and this was part of the conversation on Friday. If you bought EMP at peg when EMP was like 50 cents or more, and you never bought a single EMP other ever again until now, then no, you really don't get that bonus because we're just making you whole. However, and this is why we've been preaching on all the AMAs, again, not financial advice, never invest more than you can afford, but the true bonus is in getting EMP at these reduced levels. Because, like as I said, a very small investment, even at these levels, would reduce your exposure of buying EMP high by half or more again, depending on how much you buy at these levels. So it's really just a matter of, capitalizing, or, another thing we talk about all the time is DCAing, or dollar cost averaging. And that's, again, part of this mentality, is that you want to, buy when things are going down rather than buying at all-time highs. So yeah, I mean, I think that kind of was the gist of it. Was there anything you wanted me to go over more, LA, to really drive it home?
I think that's it. Just the fact that we would never offer a bonus that's not really a bonus, and this is how it works.
Yeah, 100%. So, again, it may appear that it's a bonus out of nowhere, but there is math that supports it, and those that, again, are buying now are the ones that are going to benefit the most. So, all right, cool. All right.
Awesome.
Well, we blew through that today. Anything
Yeah.
in the Q&As?
Yeah. I hesitate to read this out loud, but
All right.
we're
Yeah.
all about transparency. So I guess you're gonna have to let multiple cats out of the bag tonight.
Oh boy.
Um, saw a video on YouTube talking that the dev team of EMP is reviewing a contract from an anon developer, since the YouTube is making huge talks about your involvement in a profile that looks like AJ has joined their Telegram. Can you confirm your involvement?
Yeah. So I have. There's a few projects that are in the works. Again, we don't own these projects. They're not part of the EMP dev team. But we definitely take on consulting, roles. So yeah, that I think the particular one they're talking about, we're gonna audit the code and make sure that there's no, backdoors or rug code available, and ensure that everything is truly decentralized. Um, and again, if it's the one I think they're referring to, it's a game. It's not really a DeFi protocol. It's more of a game. So yeah, we'll have more updates on that as we go. But again, I mean, I'm also on the advisory board for Rise token. That's Jason Baxter and David from um, uh, oh my God, Titano, or oh my God, I can't say it right. Anyway, he's a known name in the space. So yeah, we definitely take on advisory roles. But that's simply just, I mean, I make a living from crypto. Obviously, the DEX and EMP are my priorities, and that will never ever change. But if we can add some input and expertise to other people, especially people that we, you know, uh, 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 can get behind, then we're all for it. So yeah, hopefully that explains. And yeah, we'll have more info on that when it's time.
Awesome. So, just a reminder to everyone, in the description of our YouTube channel, we have our Spritz affiliate code. In case you didn't know about Spritz, it is an amazing platform where you can use your crypto to pay your bills. You can get a crypto debit credit card, and you can even send your funds directly to your bank. Currently, it's only in the US, but a little birdie told us they're working on Europe right now and the UK. So if you are going to sign up, make sure to do so through our profile. We've both been loving it and use it every month. So we were just messaging with them right before the call, so it was fresh in my brain, and I wanted to mention it because I feel like I'm one of their biggest supporters. I love it so much.
Yeah,
But it
100%.
is also a form of affiliate, like an outside revenue stream for EMP. So everything we earn goes back into the protocol. So just wanted to throw that out there while we're on here. And I don't see any other questions. So I think that's it.
Yeah, no, 100%. The only thing that we did kind of skip over was batteries.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't
yes.
know. Do you again? Maybe you read that, LA, and then I'll elaborate.
For sure. So, we did touch a little bit last week on batteries, and we did have an internal discussion about it. And um, we feel that we want to reveal all the information about the batteries once Jake and the developers have had a chance to review, code, and test them and make sure they're fully implemented into Fusion. And then what's going to happen is we are going to get our amazing graphic designer, Mike, to create a beautiful visual that has all of the details in a chart for all you guys. We're going to get it up on the screen during an AMA, and we're going to do a full run through of it with you guys live first, and then we will put it out so that you can save the graphic and have it for yourself as well. And so it will likely come out with the white paper, if not just a little bit before the white paper. But we really feel like we want to make sure that it's fully integrated and nothing else is going to change, because we don't want to put it out there and then have them find out that something needs to be tweaked or changed and then have to go back and be like, hey guys, this and this and this and this and this is actually going to be different now. I know you're just getting used to how we said it was going to be, but surprise. It's just easier if you only have to get used to it once. So
Yep, no, 100%. And and again, the way batteries are gonna work, it's probably a little bit easier to have a visual aid rather than us just saying, batteries are gonna be, X amount of dollars, and this is how they're gonna work. It's much easier to show the scale in a visual format. So, and shout out to Cody and Vino, man, Vino Mystic. He really helped out a lot with some of the math behind batteries. So he stepped up big time. And yeah, we're almost there. So I mean, we are there. The batteries are priced and done. But again, like y'all said, we just need to have a visual aid before we can really do a deep dive on them. So hopefully, again, I don't want to give dates, but sooner than later for sure.
awesome.
Cool. All right. I mean, again, I didn't realize today would be so short and sweet, but we've been really busy,
Me either.
yeah, behind the scenes. I mean, we were in multiple meetings today. LA and I have been on the phone for like 4 hours total together today. So, but we're making headway. Everything is looking good. Yeah, more info on all the other, sister projects and all the irons in the fires. But at the end of the day, Fusion and L1 Dex are our number one priority, and we will deliver on everything that we said we would with both of those. So, just again, thank you all for your patience, and I promise that I can't promise, a price or anything like that, but I can promise it will be worth the wait, and all of you that have stuck with us will be rewarded for sure. So, all right, awesome. LA, any final words? Go ahead.
Yes, just feel all that positive energy building and mounting. It is coming, my friends. Thank you for being here. Oh, just feel it. That's all I can say. I can feel it, and we're ready to go here very soon.
Yep, totally. And again, the charts we saw some life on eShare after the last AMA. So I think the rest of you, and now that we've explained the peg bonus, hopefully that really illustrates how important it is to be buying new EMP at these levels. Again, not unless you can afford that. This is not a call to invest, but we just want to illustrate how the math works the best that we can. So, all right, awesome. Well, thanks again, everyone. We're going to be making major headway this week and hopefully have a lot more alpha and info on Thursday. Again, we are doing these AMAs every Monday and Thursday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So, all right, thanks, everyone. LA, again, is that good? You always do so good with these last minute words of wisdom over the last few AMAs. So, anything today?
You're all freaking amazing. Keep shining.
All right, there you go. All right, everybody. Good night. Good day. We'll see you on Thursday.